Hey guys, I'm Russell and this is Pokka Pen. I have been using this pen for about a couple months now, and I won't really go too much into it because I did do an initial unboxing, initial review, and comparison video with the Fisher Space Pen, which is right here. And I will actually link to that video at the end of this so you guys can check that out if you would like. This video is more of like an in-depth kind of review for this Pokka Pen. So as I mentioned in the previous video, the Pokka Pen is actually a pen that was created by the founder of the company as a replacement to the Fisher Space Pen because the Fisher Space Pen actually runs between $18 and $25. And when you lose pens, that's a lot of money to keep spending on something that you're just going to lose. I have been carrying the Fisher Space Pen for quite some time. It is a very well built pen. It's heavy, a little on the heavy side, which I like. The construction is top notch. I have a clip on mine, which I like a lot. You can clip it to things. And when posted, it posts to a comfortable pen size. But that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this guy right here. So in my previous video, I mentioned that I also got a clip, and as you can see, this one does not have a clip, mainly because I lost the first pen that had the clip on it. And you know what? I'm okay with that because at the price of these pens, I was not worried about losing that pen along with the clip. And I think that in that regard, this pen hands down beats the Space Pen every time because at $8.45 for 3 pens, you just can't go wrong. As far as EDC, I carry the Pokka Pen probably 85-90% of the time. I carry my Space Pen probably 15-20% of the time. And sometimes I even carry both depending on the situation and who I'm going to be in contact with because sometimes you just want a nicer pen to use, but if you're going to be in a situation where there are going to be a lot of people and they need to borrow pens, you might want to give them your Pokka Pen in case you don't get it back, which is what I do sometimes. I will say that the Space Pen is more professional looking, in my opinion. It's sleeker. The Pokka Pen, while still sleek, has a different type of posting system. So I'm going to go through this. The Space Pen, they call this the Bullet. They make different models, but this is the Bullet model. It comes out, and the pen itself is sleek. It has a rubber gasket to hold it into place, and then you put it into you flip it and you put it into the cap, and that's what it looks like. Very sleek, very minimal edge right here where it goes into the cap. So that is what the Fisher Space Pen looks like. And the Pokka Pen actually has a snapping kind of sound to it. I don't know if you guys can hear this. It pops out and then you flip it just like the Space Pen and you put it in and it snaps into place. But as you can see, there is more of a pronounced connection with the cap. So it just depends what you're looking for. They're both still really sleek, and it just depends on what look you're going for. One thing I will say about the Pokka Pen, which I still don't like as much as the Space Pen, is it's very light. I mentioned this in my first video. It's very, very light, which isn't a bad thing, but I prefer my pens on the heavy side, so it's more of a personal preference. As far as the ink goes, I will just do a test. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. I'll even write it in cursive just to get a good view. So the ink itself, ooh, I don't know if you can see that. Why? No. Let's see if I could do this. Take the light off. There we go. So, sorry for the lighting. The pen actually has a good ink flow. It's not a gel. I tend to stick to gel pens because I like the way they look on the page. So this is not a gel ink. It's more of like what you would get in your standard Bic pen, or just like your standard Pentel pens, just like a rollerball. So nothing special there, which I'm not complaining about. At the price, the ink is the least of my worries. With the Space Pen, you can do your research. I also explained it in the other video, but this has a patented ink system, pressurized ink barrel, that is not quite a gel ink as well, but it has a different flow. So let's see this. So the Space Pen is on the second line right here. And as you can see, they're very similar in the way they look, but they write very differently. At $18 to $25, I would hope that the Space Pen writes better. And in my opinion, it does. I write extensively, longhand and typing, but the Space Pen just feels better and looks better in my opinion. Let me put the light back on. Anyway, yeah, so that's my in-depth review of the Pokka Pen. For what it is, the price, and what it's made for, I definitely think, hands down, it is a really, really great value. I'm not afraid of losing this pen. Whenever I lose my Space Pen, I go into a frenzy asking everybody if they've seen it, because at $18 to $25, it's just not feasible to keep buying pens like that. I do have a pen collection. The Space Pen is in my collection because I like it. The Pokka Pen I wouldn't necessarily put in my collection, but it's something I would carry every day for normal day use. So if that's what you're looking for, check these guys out. I will link to both companies in the description down below. I will put my initial thoughts and unboxing to the Pokka Pen at the end of this video, so check that out. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you for watching that review of the Pokka Pen. If you guys like what you saw, look in the description below for some rules, and I will be giving one of these Pokka Pens to one lucky random chosen winner. So check that out below. I will also include a link to the Pokka Pen site where you guys can check out and buy the pens. And let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks.